What's up guys, hope you're fine and welcome to the part 9 of the project. And my name is Arfan and today we are going to create this contact page. As you can see that, so this will be the separate page from our old landing page, and as you can see that it will have this nice section heading that we already used in our landing pages. And also you can see that we will do this design. In the left side we have this information and the right side we will have this form, and it's looking good. And also we will actually keep all this menu and footer stuff here also, and also we will make this page responsive. And if I come here, as you can see that this will be the design for the mobile. So as you can see that it is fully responsive and it is looking good, and that's what we are going to make for our contact page. Also, if you want to get some interesting tips and tricks about web design and development, you can follow us on Instagram. The handle is instagram.com/web_CIFAR. Also, if you face any kind of problem with this tutorial, you can join our Facebook community group. We have a great and helpful community and you can post your problem there. So with that saying, let's get started. So as you can see that this is the design that we are going to have for our contact page. So this is actually a totally separate page from the landing page. So we have all the things in the landing page and we will have this separate contact page. So to have this separate contact page, we need to create a separate file for that. So let's get a file with the name of contact.html. So here we will have the HTML for our contact page. So let's get a boilerplate with exclamation sign, and that's the boilerplate that we have. And if you want to change the title, you can just say that. So here inside the body, let's create a comment. Let's say that this is the contact page and this will be the end of contact page, or you can say that contact section. I think that will suit more better. So between that I will have my HTML for the contact section. So here in my contact section, first of all, let's get a section with the ID of contact, and inside that I'll have a div with a class of container, and inside that I'll have my h2 with a class of section heading, and let's say that contact as a text here. So if I open this thing with the live server, I can see my contact, but it is not having the style that we are looking for, because right now we don't have any kind of style. So we need to link our style sheet. So as you can see that there's the style sheet that we have, and here we have all the global style. So we need to link this style.css with this contact.html to get those style. So let's link it here, and that's the style.css. And once I linked, as you can see that I have all the style, and if you notice that I have the section heading style, as you can see that here. So let's also get the outline which will be behind this text. So let's say that data dash outline, and here let's say that contact, and if I do, I can see the outline behind this text. So after that, if I go to the end project here, as you can see that this will be the design, and in here we have a left side and we have in the right side. So in the left side we have our information and the right side we have our form. So let's create this design here. So for that, after this h2, let's get a div with a class of wrapper, and inside that I will have a div with a class of left, and inside that I will have h2 with a class of contact info, or what is that, heading. So here for the heading, let's say that hire/inquiry, and after this h2, let's create a paragraph with a class of contact description, and here I will have some lorem ipsum. So let me copy the text here, and after that I will have my information. So if I go to the design here, I can see my title and also the lorem ipsum. So after that we will have this information, as you can see that this contact information. So let's do that. So here after the paragraph, let's get a div with a class of contact info, and here I will have the UL, and inside that I will have the li, And for the first item, we will have the anchor tag, and here we will have two things. So first we will have span with a class of icon, and just duplicate it and rename the class, which will be the text. So if I come here, let me actually show you. So here for each of our item, we will have two parts. First part, we will have the icon. In the second part, we will have this, you can say the text. So that's why in the anchor tag, we have two span, one for the icon and one for the text. So for the icon, we will have the SVG for our this mobile phone, as you can see that this phone icon. So let's actually grab this icon from heroicons.com. I already showed you the process. You just go to heroicons.com and search for this phone icon, and you will get the SVG from here. I already copied the SVG and paste it here, and I should see the icon. So after that, for the text, let's actually say that a random number. I don't think that's a real number, and let's actually keep it like that. So that's it for our first item, and let's actually create these two more items. So let's copy this whole list item. So for the second one, we will have the icon for this message or email, as you can see that. So to have this email icon, I don't think we have this email icon in our heroicons.com. So I actually get this email icon from our ionicons.com. So go to ionicons.com. This is the URL, and inside that just search for mail, and you will get this mail icon. So copy this, and as you can see that you will have this tag that you can use. So copy this tag, and so here what you need to do, you need to replace this SVG with the copied tag. So if I do that, as you can see that that's the tag, and now I should see the mail or mail icon. So here I can't see it actually. I can't see the mail icon because I need to add the CDN. So for that, let's go to the usage, and here as you can see that I can see the CDN. So copy this CDN and paste it before our closing body tag here. So if I do that, I should see the icon. So if you can see that in the bottom here, I can see my little mail icon. So that's fine. And after that, actually, let's change the text for it. So let's say that amy@example.com. So that's the text for our email. So let's keep it like that. And after that, let's create our third one, which will be the pin. So let's go to ionicons.com, and here search for pin, and I can see the icon here. So copy this tag and paste it here, or replace that with the previous one, and I can see my next icon. So also let's actually replace this text here. So it will be my address. So let's say that Chittagong and Bangladesh, and that's it. And here I can see my icon, and also I can see my text. So right now all of those items are not having a proper style. So we will have the style in a moment, and before that, let's actually get the social icons thing, as you can see that. So after the UL, and after this actually whole contact info div, so after that, let's get another div with a class of social info, and inside that I will have the UL and li, and for the each of li I will have my anchor tag, and for the first one I will have the FB. So tutor, IG, and yeah, that's it. If you want, you can add LinkedIn. So now as you can see that I can see this text here. So after that, we need to add our HTML for this form. So let's create this form here. So after the whole left div, as you can see that this is the, where is the left class? Yeah, so this is the left class that we have. So this is the opening one, and this is the closing one, and after this div I'll have my right class. So means this will be the right side of our content, and here first of all we'll have a div with a class of form wrapper, and inside that I will have my form, and for the action, let's actually keep it at that link, and after that I will have a div, and here I will say that the first form group, and inside that the first label that we'll have is, let's say that for will be the name, and let's actually name it your name. And after that we will have a div with a class of input wrapper. We actually creating this input wrapper because inside this input we will have actually two parts. We will have an icon and we will have our actual input. So here first of all, for our icon we will have a span with a class of icon, and actually I will just have the icon tag from the heroicons.com, not hero icons. We will get this icon tag from ion icons. So I already grabbed those icon here. You just can go to the ion icons and search for the icons that we are using here. So after this span, means after this icon span, I just can create my input, which is the actual input, and here let's keep it an ID, and let's say that name, and name will be the name. So if I do that, I should see the first input, as you can see that. And if you notice that in the first input we have an icon, and beside that we have our input. So let's actually duplicate this whole from group, and for the second one the name will be, and here will be the email, and let's say that your email here. And also let's actually change the icon. So the icon will be, let me copy that tag for it. So these will be all icon from ionicons.com. And also for our input, the type will be email, and the name will be email, and also the ID will be email. Yeah, perfect. So this is for our email. And after that, let's also create the message. So the message one will be different because we are going to use here the text area. So let's actually create a div with a class of form group, and inside that I will have my label. So for will be the message, and let's say that not like that, it will be me message. And here I will have a text area, and let's say that for our text area we will not have an icon, so that's why we are not having the span with a class of icon. We will just have a text area here. So let's say that the name will be message, and ID will be the same message. So let me copy it and paste it here, and we don't need to specify the column and rows here. We just can delete that, and instead of that we can say that the width will be 100%, and that's it. And I don't think we need anything else. And if I go to the project here, I should see the text here, as you can see the text area. Yeah, perfect. And finally what I need this button. So let's actually get this button which will be outside of our last form group. Here I'll just say that button with the type of submit, and here let's say that send. So that's it. That's what we will need for our contact HTML. So let's actually style it. So here in our style.css, scroll down. So we will have this style before our footer style. So before this footer style, let's have a comment for our contact style, and here we'll have the contact form style. So let's do that. So here in our contact, first of all grab the contact ID. So let me actually grab it correctly, contact, and let's say that the padding will be 10 rem in the top and bottom and 0 for the left and right, and that's it for our first ID. So after that padding, contact, let me actually go to my project here. Now as you can see that in the top we have this padding. So after that let's actually grab the wrapper. Here let's say the display will be flex, and align items will be the center, and also let's say the justify content will be the center. And if I do, I can see the items, we can see the left item in the left side, we can see the right item, means the form is in the right side. So it's looking good. I just want to make sure that the align items is actually flex start, so that we can have everything in the left side. So after that, let's actually have some gap here between them, so 5 rem will be good. Yeah, so after that we need to actually specify that the left and the right, means the left side of our content and the right side of our content have the equal amount of width. So for that, I just can say that contact wrapper, and here let's actually select the left and say that flex 1, and also select the right one. So both, means the left and the right will have a flex 1, means they will have 50% width of the whole width. Yeah, that's fine. And after that, let's actually style this heading that we have here. So for that, I just can select contact left, contact heading, and here I will just say that font family will be the Montserrat, and if you want, if you can use fallback font family. And as you can see that I can see my font is changed here. So after that, let's actually increase the size of it, so 3 rem will be good. Yeah, and after that, margin bottom will be 1 rem. Yeah, looking fine. So and after that, let's actually grab the text which is the contact description. So contact left, contact description. Here let's say that the color will be the secondary color, secondary gray I mean, and margin bottom will be the 5 rem. Yeah, looking fine. And after that, we need to style this information. So let's actually grab our contact left, contact, and this is the contact info actually, so info, and here I'll just say that margin bottom will be 5 rem. And after that, I need to grab the UL. So right now we have a UL style, so contact left, contact info, and UL, and here I have the list style, and I need to make it none because we don't want to have this dot here. So as you can see that this dot is actually just removed. And after that, I need to grab the li, so copy this selector because the selector will be the same almost. So here after that, I'll just select the li, and here I'll just say that border radius will be 12 pixel and overflow will be hidden. So after that, let's actually select the anchor tag, and here let's say that display will be flex, and align item center and justify content center. And if I do that, I can see my list item, but now I'm saying that the display will be flex. So that's why what it is doing actually, it is making everything in center. I don't want everything in center. I want to start from the start, means I want to start from the left. So I just can say that flex start will be the align items. So if I do that, sorry, not align item, justify content will be the flex start. So if I do that, everything will start from the left side, and I can see actually first icon here because we don't have any kind of height and width for this SVG. So I will do it in a moment, no problem. So before that, I need to actually increase the font size for it. So font size will be 2 rem. Yeah, they are looking good right now. And let's say that the padding, we will have 1.5 rem around them. Yeah, looking good. And after that, let's also say that the gap we will have between them will be the 1 rem. Yeah, perfect. So here in our anchor tag, we are actually displaying them as a flex. So that's why these icons and this text are actually staying side by side. And now we are actually having this gap, which will allow us to maintain or control the gap between the icon and the text. Okay, after that, I think we don't need anything else for these icons or for this text right now. We can create a hover effect, simple hover effects. Let's go to our contact and left and contact info, and here UL, and if I hover one of the li, if I can spell here, I will change the background color of it. So background color will be our primary color. So if I do that, and I will hover, as you can see that I can see the background color is changing. And if you notice that the border radius is actually 12 pixel, because here we have the border radius in our li. Yeah, that's what we can see here. And after that, we also need to change the color of our anchor tag. So for that, I just can copy the selector with the hover and say that the anchor tag color will be changed also. So the color of our anchor tag will be the white. Now as you can see that the color is white, so it's looking great. As you can see that the color is white. And after that, what I need actually, I need to style those icons. So right now in our first item, we don't have the icon, because for the first one we have actually directly SVG instead of our iron icons. So as you can see that for the first one we used SVG from heroicons.com, and all other icons we used from iron icons. So that's why we are having this problem. So for that, I need to actually give some direct width to this icon so that it can actually get visible. So here in our contact left and contact info, let's select the UL, li, and inside this anchor tag I have this icon, and from here I need to give some width for it. So width will be 25 pixel. If I do, I can see my first icon. So that's actually looking good. Right now I have my 3 all icons, and after that I need to change the color of it. So let's say that the color will be, let's say that primary color. So primary color, as you can see that the color is now primary color. And if you notice now, so now if I hover one of the item, if you notice that the color of this icon, it is having a problem. So we need to change the color of our icon whenever I'm hovering. So let's actually duplicate this where I'm changing the color of anchor tag. So change it, and also say that here whenever I will hover, I need to change the color of our icon. So that's it. So after that, I think it will work right now. So what I'm saying here, whenever I will hover the li, I need to change the color of our icon also, and the color of our icon will be white. So if I hover them, as you can see that the color of our icon is now white, here white, and also here white. So and after that, we need to change the color of this text here. So let's actually grab this selector, not here, and instead of icon, let's say the text, and here let's say that the color will be secondary gray. So we are having this problem, as you can see that, because here you can see that whenever I am hovering, I'm changing the color of our anchor tag. We need to actually change the color of our text instead of anchor tag. So if I do that, I will actually override this style, because we are actually giving this style with the selector text. So we need to maintain the selector here and here. So if I do that, I should see, yeah, as you can see that I'm seeing that the color is changing and it is white whenever I'm hovering. So that's fine. And after that, let's actually style the social icons. So contact, and here left, and social icons, or info, I think the style or the class, I mean. Here I need to grab the UL, and let's say that display will be flags. So display flags, and align items center, and also list style will be none. And if I do, I just can see that everything is actually staying side by side, because we are saying that display flags here. So perfect. And after that we need to give the font size here. So font size will be 2rem. Yeah, perfect. And after that let's give some gap here. 2rem will be good. Perfect. And finally we just need to change the color, and the color will be in the primary color. So just grab the anchor tag, I believe, and change the color of it. The color will be primary color. So if I do that, I can see the social icons are working perfectly fine. Yeah, that's looking good. And I think that's it for our left side. We need to style our right side now. So let's actually do it here. So first of all, in our contact, we need to select the right side here. Right. And inside the right, we will get the form wrapper. And here let's say that background color will be primary color. Yes, and after that I will just have the max width will be 500 pixel, and margin will be 0 and auto. Yeah, after that let's say that the padding we will have all around 5 rem. Yeah, perfect. And after that let's also have some border radius here, 12 pixel. Yeah, good. And the color will be white. Yeah, perfect. And after that let's actually select individual form group here. So contact form group, which is the inside the right, and here let's select the form group actually. And here let's say that the margin bottom will be 1 rem. Now we have some actually gap between this from group, and inside this from group we just can select the level here, and the level margin bottom will be 0.5 rem, and display will be inline block. And finally the font size will be 1.8 rem. If I do, it is not working because I have a mistake here. So it is not a class, it is actually tag. So for that I just need to remove the dot, and you can see that the font size is actually just increased because we just increase the font size here, as you can see. So perfect. And after that let's go to our input wrapper. So contact right form group, and inside this form group we have our input wrapper. So input wrapper, and here I need to give the background color of white and also the color of black. Yeah, I can see that all the background is white. So after that let's say that the width will be 100%, and also display them as a flex, and align item center, and justify content will be the flex start. And finally I need to say that the height will be 40 pixel. Now as you can see that we have 40 pixel here, and border radius will be 4 pixel. Yeah, little bit border radius, it's looking good, and overflow hidden. Perfect. And after that let's actually style the icon here. So we can actually select this selector and paste it here, and from here let's actually grab the icon, so which is inside my input wrapper. Font size will be 2 rem, and if I do, I can see that my icons are now bigger, and the height will be 100%, and the width will be 50 pixel. And if I do, I can see that we have some space for this icon, but the icons is not aligned right now, because right now as you can see that it is in the top left corner. We need to make it center. So for that we can do display flex, and align item center and justify content center. If I do that, now it will be center of the field, or it will be center of this icon div. And after that we can say that the background color will be, so I need to change the background color, and as you can see that we have this background color and it's looking good, I think. And after that we need to style our input. Right now the input is just not looking good, as you can see that. So let's actually style our input. So for that I just can copy the selector here and paste it here. Instead of icon, I just can grab the input directly. And let's say that the padding will be 1 rem, and here the height will be 100%. If I do the height 100%, I can see that the height is 100%, but I also need to make the width 100%. Width will be 100%, and if I do that, I can see that width is now 100%. Perfect. And I need to remove the outline here, so outline will be none, and also the border. Right now as you can see that we have no outline, and also we don't have any kind of border. We also need to change the font size, so font size will be 2 rem. If I do, and if I write something here, as you can see that the font size is now bigger. So that's it. And finally we need to style our text area. Right now it is not having a good style, so let's actually give some style to this text area. So let's say that contact and right side form group text area. That's not a class. And here we need to say that width will be 100%. Now after that we need to make a height for it, so height will be, say that 250 pixel. And after that let's say that resize will be vertical. Yeah, as you can see that now I can't actually do resize for horizontally, I just can only resize this vertically. And after that let's say that the padding will be 1 rem, and finally outline will be none, and border radius will be 4 pixel. Yeah, fine. And one problem, it is not actually 100% width, so I think I'm missing something. Let me actually check it here. So here we forgot to do something here. So in our text area we don't have any kind of type, so let's say the type will be text, and that's it. And I can see that my message or the text area is having the car text style, means it is actually having 100% width and height is 250 pixel, and the resize is actually will be for only vertical, it will not do any kind of horizontal resize. And also after that let's say the font size will be something like 2 rem, and if I do that, as you can see that it's perfect, the font is okay. Finally we just need to style the send button, so which is our submit button. So for that I just can say that contact right side, and here inside the form wrapper, from wrapper I can actually grab the button, which is actually our submit button. And for that I just need to first of all display it in len block, and after that the width will be 150 pixel, and the font size will be 2 rem, and text transform will be uppercase. And if I do that, I can see that the text transform is uppercase, the width is 150. It's looking good. And after that let's say that the height is auto, and height is auto here. And after that the padding will be, we will create the height with padding because we will have the padding in the top and bottom, so 1 rem will be good in the top and bottom. So as you can see that we have our button height. And after that let's also say that the font family, that not here, font family will be the Roboto Mono. And after that let's say that letter spacing will be 0.3 rem. Yeah, and after that border radius will be 8 pixel. Good. And finally outline none,
and border none. Perfect. And the cursor will be pointer. Yeah, great. And it's looking perfect. And I think we don't need anything else here. We have this nice contact page here, as you can see that. And what I need to do, I need to make it responsive also. So let's go to our inspect and see what it will look like in our mobile device. It is not looking good. Obviously we need to make it responsive. So let's quickly make it responsive here. So media only screen and max width. So max width will be 768 pixel, and here I will just say that the contact wrapper, and here I will just say that flex direction will be the column, because that's where we have the whole flex. So if I do that, I can see that the text in the top and the form in the bottom, but I want the form in the top. So to have that, I just reverse that. So now as you can see that the form is now in the top and the contact information is in the bottom. And after that, let's say that justify content will be center and align items will be also center. Yeah, that's fine. And after that, let's actually go to our right side. So contact right and make the width 100%. Yeah, perfect. And after that, let's also go to the contact and right and form wrapper, and make sure that the padding will be 3M. So now as you can see that the padding is now a little bit smaller, and after that the width will be 100% and max width will be also 100%. Yeah, that's fine. As you can see that it's looking fully responsive right now. So finally what I need to do, actually I need to get back the footer here for our contact page. So we already have our footer in the index of our HTML. So if I go to the index.html, I should see the footer in the bottom of our website. So from here we are actually starting our footer, and footer will end here. So copy the all text for our footer and copy that and come here in our contact.html. So after this end of our contact section, we will paste our code for the footer. So as you can see that after the end of our this contact section, we have our footer section code. And if I save that, I should see the all footer here, as you can see. And that's it. As you can see that we have our footer, and also we need to grab the navigation menu. So for that, let's go to our index.html once again and copy the code for it. So this is the navigation section, as you can see. So grab this whole navigation section code and paste it in the top of our contact page. So here in the top of our contact page, after the body, just paste it. So after the body, now we have the code for our navigation, and after that we have our contact. So if I save that, so if I do that, I can see the nav menu bar in the top right corner. It's looking good, but it is not working right now. Obviously it is not working because we don't have the main.js linked with the contact page. So for that, in our contact page, we need to add this script here in the bottom of our closing body tag and add the main.js. If I do that, I should see it working. As you can see that, as I expected, it is working perfectly fine. So if I click one of them, means if I click one of our navigation item, it is not working. Obviously we need to update the link here. So for that, I need to go to our link here, as you can see. So if you notice that this item is now linked with the hero section, and it is linked with the ID. So it will work if this hero section is actually in our current page, but in our current page means in our contact page, there is no hero section. The hero section is in the landing page. So we need to link this thing in a separate way, means we need to go to our index.html, and after that we need to say that from the index.html we need to link it with hero. So if you notice the link, now we have first of all our path for our index.html, and after that we have our id name with the hash. So that's how we need to link all of these things. So let's actually do it here. So for the last one, means for the contact, what I need to do actually, I need to link the contact.html and it will do the work. So we don't need to add any kind of ID for that because that's a separate page. It is not a section. And now I can remove this. So this will be the same. As you can see that this link will be the same for our index.html. So let's go to index.html and replace this thing. Now as you can see that we just replaced this old link with the new link, as you can see that. So now it should work. So if I go to the page here and if I come here in our link, if I go to the home, yeah, it is working. If I go to the project, it is working. If I go to the contact, it's taking me to the contact page. So yeah, that's fine. As you can see that that's how you need to link this item. So we just fixed the nav links here. We need to do same thing for our contact. As you can see that this is the contact here. We need to fix the link here. So let's say that for our home, we need to give the index.html here because this home is actually in the index.html file. So copy this and paste it here and here and here. So now we have the link for our all section, and finally for our contact we need to give the page path. So let's remove the comment here. Now it should work. So if I go to the contact page, now if I click one of the link here, let's go to about. Now as you can see that it is working. So these links, as you can see that, are working fine. So we need to do the similar thing for our index.html, means for our footer, which is index.html. So this is the footer of our index.html and paste it here. So if I go to the index.html footer now, and as you can see that it's working perfectly fine. Let me actually check one more time here if we have anything left. So project Tammy and need to link the contact page with this button. So I think we need to do one more thing in our about section. So let's go to about section. So here we have a hire me button which we need to link with the contact page. So for that, let's actually link it here. So contact.html. So now if I remove that, I don't need that anymore. So now if I click this hire me button, now it should actually take me in our contact page, as you can see here. So as you can see that this page is fully functional right now. Okay. So now as you can see that we have our nice contact page and we have all the links working, and that's it for this video.
So that's it guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Also, if you want to watch more video like this one, please subscribe the channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I will upload my next video. So my name is Arfan and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, Khuda Hafiz.